because you can buy pumpkins almost at any grocery store. I think it's the experience people have when they come here. My name is Ted Altena. I live here in Sioux Center, Iowa, and we own Fields of Fun. It's an agritourism business. We operate September through October. I live here with my wife and 3 kids. My grandfather owned this location. He purchased it in the 1960s. He had a pig farm here and grain operation. I moved here with my wife in about 2007. We started farming in 2015, and we started the Fields of Fun process in 2019. There was a pumpkin patch by Orange City, which is about 8 miles away from here. The Hoydings operated that for 20 some years, and they were looking to phase out. One of their employees wanted to purchase it, but didn't really have a location to go to, so they approached us through my parents actually, asked if they could work with us in some capacity here by Sioux Center. It took a little while. There was a couple of years of figuring out how they wanted to do that, and eventually it landed here. We ended up buying quite a bit of their equipment, their planting equipment, some decor and such. Fields of Fun changed our operation dramatically. We went from 35 acres here of corn bean rotation, simple traditional practices, to almost a year-long process of planning and organizing, a lot of hands-on labor of harvesting and planting and spraying. My advice for anybody starting out farming, even in agritourism, is just to take a leap. I'm a kind of a person to stick your toe in first before going head in first. Just with our opportunity of the Volkers coming to us and presenting us with this opportunity, just made me go head first, and I really am thankful for that opportunity because I don't know if it would have happened. So if you have the desire and some of the pieces are there to work, I would say go for it. Our farm looks a little different than a typical Northwest Iowa farm because the product we produce is directly sold to the public. Families will come out to our farm, or school groups will come out to our farm and buy directly from us. We grow pumpkins, squash, gourds, and sell maize passes for kids to go out into the corn. The pumpkin industry is special, not due to the product necessarily, because you can buy pumpkins almost at any grocery store. I think it's the experience people have when they come here, and they come with their family or friends or group, and they go and just experience seeing the maize. They go and check out the animals here, they check out the different varieties, because we have some 70 different varieties of squash and gourds, so it's just a fun experience. What I particularly look forward to is the challenge of what to put together for next year to draw a crowd, to see what people enjoy, and to kind of build off of that. I think that our pumpkin patch and local pumpkin patches, agritourism groups in this area impact the local area because we draw in a crowd from 2 local colleges. A lot of people from around here haven't necessarily been on a farm before. A lot of kids haven't touched animals in person before. So it's a really neat experience to see people that just don't have the opportunity to go and walk through a cornfield and see how corn is grown and what it looks like, what it feels like, what things smell like. It's all natural here, so it's sometimes the first time for a lot of these people. My advice for an end consumer is to sit down and just look at what it took to produce what we have. A lot of our pumpkins have imperfections. Not one of these pumpkins is the same, but it took a lot of work to get there. A lot of planting, a lot of weeding, a lot of spraying, a lot of care, a lot of picking. So just kind of look at things and admire them for their uniqueness and how much work it took to get there. We're thankful for them to come, but just enjoy it. I think probably our biggest obstacles that we have overcome has just been finding good ways to handle weed pressure and bug pressure. Pumpkins aren't really grown in our area a lot in the amount that we have. Pumpkins aren't Roundup ready. They're susceptible to a lot of sprays and stuff, so we have to handle treating them in a different way. We've manufactured our own spray booms and hoods and stuff to spray Liberty closer to the plants without touching them. We have to be very specific on the days that we spray, usually early mornings or late evenings so that there's no drift. That's pretty well how we handled that. Yeah, we spent a lot of time on YouTube looking at what other places have done. Then once we did that, we had to size it down because we're a smaller pumpkin patch. So we've sized things down to fit on 4-wheelers and such, and then a lot of trial and error, a lot of things that plumbing parts that we'll just put together and try, and if it doesn't work, we kind of scrap it or use little bits of it. So it's kind of a Frankenstein of machines that we put together. What makes me proud to be a farmer is my upbringing. I grew up on a small family farm. I've seen a lot of the ups and downs. I see a lot of the challenges that are happening to farmers today, and it's a hard business to be into. There's a lot of risk. We invest a lot and don't always know of the returns. Just thoroughly enjoy the challenge of being out here. I really enjoy being with my kids and family, working out here throughout the year. I would say my greatest accomplishment is watching my family grow, both spiritually and grow in the business. We have an opportunity for our girls to sell product and work here, to see them develop their skills here on the farm, and to develop relations with talking to each other and to talking to customers. It's a really neat experience.
Yeah, it's actually called Chester Jr.
Moms holding their younger children and he just licks their head, and it's crazy.